Like, yo, is this on? Yeah, we in here, y'all. I am flabbergasted. I am appalled. Like, I am in disbelief. Like, I can't believe the Toronto Raptors let that game get away from them. Like, it's blowing my mind because, and it took me a while to make this video. I'm up right now. It's like 12:55 a.m. It took me a while because I'm talking to my homies on the phone and we just in disbelief of what we just saw. Look, if you're the Toronto Raptors, you got to close that game out. You got to close them out. Unfortunately, Kevin Durant went down with a terrible injury. He shouldn't have never came back in the first place, in my opinion. I understand he wanted to be, he wanted to help his team. He wanted to help them, get over the hump and win this game en route of winning a championship. But unfortunately, he hurt himself even more. And I feel like he wasn't right. He wasn't right to begin with. It was the reason why he was sitting out for so long. And I felt like Golden State was trying to keep everything under wraps. But I feel like he was hurt much more than what they were letting on. But anyway, KD goes down, right? He's out. When you got them boys on the ropes like that, when Kawhi Leonard goes and he's giving dudes buckets back to back, I mean, first it was Clay, it was Draymond, it was Boogie came out on him. He hitting Draymond in the mouth for the three from the top of the key, daggering this man. I'm looking like, man, he looking like he on a Kobe type run right now. Offensively, he was on fire. And you get, first of all, Kyle Lowry had a terrible 4 minutes of basketball. That last 4 minutes was terrible for Kyle. It was horrific for Kyle. Like, first, when he threw that damn pass in the backcourt and went for a backcourt violation, I was like, oh my God. Brother man. And I promise y'all, I said the other day on Twitter, I tweeted I was being too hard on Kyle Lowry. I said, man, maybe I need to pump the brakes. I'm hard on him a lot. He's a real good dude. He seems like a genuine person. He had that great, a game 3. He had like 23 points. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull back. But hell no. He need to he need to catch this fire. He need to catch this smoke. For real. Because that damn pass, that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like, I'm like, bro, what are you doing right now? Like, no lie, I don't even advocate for violence. Somebody should have smacked Kyle in the back of his head for that one. I'm like, bro, come on, family. You in Toronto. Like, y'all got to close that game out. 3-1, y'all got to win this in Detroit Pistons, LA Lakers fashion. You have to close them out when you got them on the ropes. You cannot give the Golden State Warriors any type of momentum going into the next game at Oracle. At Oracle. You cannot give them any type of momentum. They got a little bit of momentum on their side. They bound to go crazy. Steph bound to have 40. Clay bound to have 30 next game. Draymond bound to have 21. Something crazy like that. You got to end this right where it stands. You got to keep your foot on their neck and crush their throat. You got to get it done. So, and it's not all Kyle Lowry's fault. Kawhi missed some big free throws. If he would have made those free throws, Toronto possibly could have won the game. I know if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, but if he would have made them free throws, if Kawhi would have made some free throws, they probably would have won that game. At first I was getting mad at Kawhi because I felt like he wasn't as assertive as he should have been, especially in a closeout game. I felt like in the third quarter he should have been much more aggressive, going to the paint, trying to finish plays and go to the rim and get the job done. Toronto, luckily they had help from all different type of guys, and I'm gonna be real. Kyle Lowry, he played solid for a majority of the game, but it's just them damn plays at the end of the game that like stuff like that. That's what really will irk you about Kyle. It will irk you about Kyle, man. Because I joke and say Kyle play like a fullback. A fullback playing ball. It's ugly. His game not pretty at all. There's nothing pretty about Kyle's game. But he's rough. He's rugged. And he's a scrappy guard that'll he'll find ways to be effective at times. But there are also times where he can be ineffective and it could cost your team. Like that damn turnover into the backcourt in the most crucial time in the game when Golden State was going on a run and they gave them more ammo for their run. That last play, man, and Kawhi didn't even get a shot off. He didn't even take a shot. Passed it out. Who was that? Van Fleet, I think he found. Was it Van Fleet or Danny Green? One of them. Was it might have been Van Fleet. He kicks it over to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry hit nothing. I'm like, yo, that was one of the worst game-winning shot attempts I didn't seen ever. Like, especially in the NBA Finals, I'm like, oh my God, oh wow. And nobody really was like, I made a joke. Nobody, let's get a game-winning shot to Kyle Lowry. Said nobody. But unfortunately, I mean, look, he was an open guy. You know, he was an open guy at that point. They swing the ball around. That was the guy that they found. And you're a professional player. They're going to still pass it to you. You're a 5-time All-Star guard like Kyle is, even though I feel like, you know, Kyle being a 5-time All-Star, it would never be possible in the Western Conference. Everybody knows that. I feel like Cal has been an All-Star due to the success of his team rather than him just being this absolute flat-out baller. He got straight. His numbers be straight. They be alright. They be 14, 15, and 7, 15, and they straight. They cool. They good. They, you know, but I'm like, nah, bro. Them numbers be inflated because he be playing on good teams that actually win games, and it's not just Cal is a part of that product, but they have a great system of guys that play together that help. You know, and Toronto usually ends up with very, very good records. Even with my man Dwayne Casey was there, they had great records throughout the regular season. So Cal was thrust into this all-star limelight because of his team success. But nah, bruh. Them last 4 minutes, man, I'm like, y'all, Cal, no. Player. It's not going to be able to do it with that one. Nah. And then, yeah, man, it was just times I felt like, not even just Cal, man. It was times even in the third quarter where, you know, even though Toronto made that run in the fourth quarter, it was times in the third quarter where I felt like they was too nonchalant. Too just lackadaisical. They just out there just chilling and acting like it's a regular season game rather than a closeout game. I feel like as soon as Kevin Durant went down, it's a terrible injury. I don't wish injury on no player in the league. But when he went down, they should have went for the kill immediately. Immediately. Shouldn't have been no lollygag and none of that. It's just like, all right, cool. It's time to get these boys up out of here and let's win this chip. Because I was joking, damn, people going to say Kawhi the greatest Toronto Raptor ever, even though we know Vince Carter is an esteemed legend, as well as Chris Bosh. He was doing his damn thing when he was in Toronto. But I'm like, man, Kawhi can go down as the greatest Toronto Raptor to ever play the game. He'd get them a chip in one season, run through the Eastern Conference, then win the finals and win the chip in his 1 year there. That's legendary status. And when he went on that damn Kobe-like run, he's scoring points back to back. I'm on the phone with my homeboy Melvin, like, man, he just took Clay. He just took Draymond. He just dropped Boogie off at the top of the key. He just in Boogie mouth. So I'm thinking, man, bro, like, you know, it's about a wrap. But I should have known. You can't count Golden State out at all. With their shooting ability, anything is possible. Anything is possible, man. But I'm just disappointed because I'm like, bro, really, Cal? Somebody got to smack Cal in the back of his head for that one, bro. Like, nah, man. And now y'all got to go back to Oracle. You got to go back to the Bay, to the Yay area. Like Drake was saying, the Yay area. You got to go back to the Yay area. And now you got to go into that. The crowd serves as a sixth man. Everybody knows it. And momentum is riding high. And Golden State is fueled by this. They're fueled by the thought of them coming back from a 3-1 lead like the Cleveland Cavaliers did. You know, to change the narrative about their team. And they're always getting joked on for losing a 3-1 lead. So they're trying to change that around. So, of course, they're going to be extra motivation and fuel added to the fire because of that. Toronto can't be playing no games this next game. They can't come around. You know, they win game 6, it's over with. Golden State win game 6, like, nah, bro. It's over with. They cannot play no games. They got to come out to kill. They got to come out to get them boys out of there and be done with it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No lollygagging, none of that. Get them boys out of there and play physical, play aggressive, be assertive to get them the win. And that's why I was frustrated with Kawhi. It was times where I felt like he was too passive. He was too nonchalant. He was too chill. Now, he woke up in that fourth quarter because he knew it was coming down to crunch time and he had to help seal the deal. But I felt like, and maybe some people say, well, you know, he was not redeeming himself. He was reserving himself or preserving himself for that final that final for that final quarter. But I feel like, man, you still gotta play aggressive while you in it to get them boys out of there. And he didn't, but he woke up. But I don't know, maybe you could say it was too little, too late. He missed some free throws, and they had some errant mistakes. They had some turnovers, costly turnovers that messed things up for him. Costly turnovers for sure. So I don't know, man. Nick Nurse got to get into these boys' head and tell them, look, you cannot screw this up. You can't goofball this game up no more. You cannot. You can't, man. Man, like, y'all, and people used to give me so much hard time about Cal, man. I'm like, yo, Cal out there like a fullback. It ain't pretty at all. He just out there playing. And I salute the brother because he got to the league, which is hard to do. He got to the league, and it's a 5-time All-Star. You can't take that away from him. It sounds like I'm taking it away from him because I just feel like 5 times is awfully a lot for the numbers that Cal got. You can argue that 8 assists is very solid. It is very solid. That's a very solid number. But I just feel like Cal's stats are inflated due to the team that he plays for. I feel like if you put him on the Bulls, if you put him on, I don't know, what's a terrible team? Put him on the Knicks, those numbers not the same. It's not, and it doesn't even hold the same weight. If he's playing with any of those organizations like the Bulls or the Knicks, and he's doing that, it's not weighted the same. Those numbers aren't weighed the same. So, but yeah, man, they got to get it done. Drake was ready to champagne and campaign. He's ready to pop some bottles. He's ready to talk mess. Y'all saw him aggravating Draymond. I'm looking at this. I'm telling my lady, I'm like, somebody gonna fight Drake. Drake, my dog. Somebody gonna beat Drake up, man. Drake be out here wilding. He be going in. But she's ready to champagne and campaign at the club. He was gonna make a song that same night about Toronto. He was gonna have a parade in Toronto. He was gonna go crazy. He was gonna have to drop a mixtape in honor of the Raptors winning, like with the old Vince card on the logo with Kawhi on the front of the cover too. It was gonna be crazy. He had all this planned out in his head, and it backfired. It didn't go in his favor, I would say. So now, it's friendly banter back and forth between people in Oakland, people in the Bay, and people in Toronto, in Canada in general, because that's Canada's only team, the Raptors. So, it's interesting, man. It's interesting, but I'm sure Drake would rather have been popping them bottles and celebrating in Toronto than Oracle. So, and you giving the Golden State Warriors, a team that don't need second chances, a team that you cannot give second chances to. You get them a second chance at life. They still breathing. They got resuscitated. So now they're going to try to revive all the way and get y'all out of there. We need to see a bit more sense of urgency this upcoming game. Man, I don't even know when the next game is. They spread the games out so far apart, it's ridiculous. But yeah, man, they got to get it done. This is not acceptable. I'm like, how y'all lose this game, man? How? Like, how? Like, how? Man. Well, they lost the game because of bad turnovers, bad shot attempts, the wrong guys, taking shots at the times, guys just being all willy-nilly with the ball and loose and all of that doesn't bode well, and it doesn't help that Golden State has still, even after KD was gone, they still have 2 of the greatest shooters we have ever seen on this planet Earth, in Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry. Wardell, Stephen Curry. So, I don't know, man. It's interesting to see. We're going to see what happens in the next game, y'all. I just had to get that off my chest. I can't believe y'all ain't closed that out, Toronto. I can't believe it. The fans were just on the edge of their seat, like anticipating and ready to get up. And I'm looking like I'm talking to my homie, like, man, Kawhi and them on a mission. It's done tonight. It's over with. But it's not over. Now I'm going to see what my boy Uncle Shannon Sharp going to say on Undisputed tomorrow. I'm going to be tuned in for real, for real. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace.